August 2nd, ladies and gentlemen, at Shooters Sports Bar and Grill in Springfield. We got another open mic comedy night. Shoot your shot. Please come out. Sign up if you want to do comedy. If you just want to watch and have an amazing time, because we always have a good time, please come out. Shooters in Springfield.
I'm going to hit you so hard you won't see nothing. Ever, 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 ever.
Audio skulls all day.
The merit scientist lab. The merit scientist lab. The merit scientist lab. The merit scientist lab.
You can't have an opinion on something that you haven't even tried.
Exactly.
The merit scientist lab. The merit scientist lab.
Turn the right mic up. There we go.
Can you hear us?
I can hear you.
We can hear you. And they can hear me. So, with that being said, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to episode 142. 142 episodes of this here Mad Scientist Lab podcast.
The most selfish podcast of all time.
As always, it is I, RJ the Pizza Guy, along with Jared, the visual mad scientist.
Hold on, let me switch.
Jared.
Let me put it selfishly on my face.
Yeah, Jared, say hello. Jared is there. And we are back to you with another action-packed, well, I wouldn't call it action-packed, but we're here with something, because when there's something, there's
Everything.
Oh, yeah, hell yeah.
Yeah, figure it out, something.
So, like, apparently, I can't continue this conversation. So we are here.
Oh, you can.
I mean, I can, but I can't.
Yeah.
You know, this is what makes the podcast great, to be honest with you, is our ability to tune in at the right time and tune out at the right time. If that makes any sense to anyone.
Actually, I kind of agree with you. Like, I think we've done
Jared
this.
agrees with me, folks. It's a first. It's
up.
only taken 142 episodes and several years of my life.
I think we're at the point where we have figured out how to entertain, I guess.
Entertaining is fun. Entertaining is great. That's what we're here for.
And and as much as other people may disagree, I still do this for the fun of it.
Yeah, I mean, when people ask me about it, they say, hey, why do you keep doing it? And I was like, well, technically, I don't really do shit but talk, but I have fun doing it. You know, I probably talk to 100 fucking people today at my job. It just drives me nuts. But then when I come here and we're down here in our safe space with our nice little table, our cameras.
Which is why I made the decision that I made, and it was not really a decision that I didn't really make the decision. It was made for me, and it is what it is. And people can take things how they want to take it, but we're not just here for our health. We're here to actually make something of this.
Yeah.
And to do that, you have to put the work in no matter what, period.
No matter what, period. That's what the young people say, period. With the T at the end.
I don't say that.
Oh, I don't either, but apparently that's the way to say things nowadays, because the one thing...
Because Cardi B said say that?
Well, somebody once asked me...
She has a fucking 5-minute song called Wet Ass Pussy. Also, I can't take her very seriously.
I mean, for those that enjoy Wet Ass Pussy...
I mean, okay.
No.
How dare you?
Yeah.
Of course I enjoy Wet Ass Pussy. However, I don't need to hear a fucking song for 3 hours about it.
Everywhere you go for like a year at all times.
Oh, yeah.
All radio stations. And I've got the beaker today, folks.
Even I even had a young lady I was dating at the time that came out, and she decided she wanted to keep singing it to me. I'm like, this isn't very classy. Like, what are we doing?
Well, I
here?
mean, you're always allowed to have a freaky side, and then, you know, obviously,
yeah, but, every 5 minutes, not so freaky. Yeah. It's kind of whorish.
Yeah, it's
damn, my bad. I didn't mean to.
So the dad joke of the day is that she's a whore when she's had more wieners than Heinz ketchup.
I think that's pretty impossible, humanly.
No, well, I believe so too, but this is something I heard the other night.
Who told you that joke? Don't say their name.
No, somebody you don't know at all. Just
okay.
A gentleman I sit with at a bar who I see periodically, pretty regularly.
He said,
and
hey, next time, tell him don't say that shit.
Actually, I laughed my ass off, dude.
Of course you did.
Because one, the way he...
Because you like dad jokes.
I do like dad jokes. However, the way he like approached it was like he just like it came out of nowhere. He didn't build up to it. I wasn't anticipating it. He said, "You know what?" And then he just said it, and then yeah, obviously I lost my shit. Shout out to that guy. He's a very nice guy. I promise. You would probably get along with him, to be honest with you.
There's very few apparently these days.
Yeah, well, I don't know, dude. I'm in the fucking doghouse too, dude. Like you know what stinks, Jared. We do this podcast week in and week out, and we give our energy to things. Okay, so me and you, we're human beings.
Oh, this is about to be the best podcast ever.
Yeah,
Let's go. RJ's actually gonna fucking tell what he feels.
Yeah, so me and you, we're human beings. We are not perfect. I have my problems. You have your problems.
Yep.
We all have our problems. It's how you kind of weave in and out of those problems.
I agree.
I will say this. I will say that as somebody who has been a very periodic patron of most bars in this local area for a long time.
It's very diplomatic to say I'm an alcoholic.
So I'm a drunk, folks. But Jared's not lying. Jared's not lying. So what I've realized is sometimes, and I've done this too much, to be honest with you, as of late, is that I don't know how to process some of my emotions, right?
Okay.
No.
I'm not going to judge you. I'm not saying anything. I'm keep going because I see where you're going, and I have something.
So there are times, and I try to be a good individual. I try to be the best person I possibly can be to you, to my family, to my friends. When I make mistakes, and what happens is if you make one mistake, it's like, okay. You make two mistakes, it's okay. You make 3, 4, 5, 6, it's like, is this really a mistake, or is this who you really are? Right? Well, let me finish. All right. But so I've come to realize in the last 2-3 days that, put it this way. When I wake up every day when I wake up, if I'm out drinking the night before, or if I'm out, or if I don't leave my house, or if I come home after work and I hop on the sticks, I wake up and there are certain things and people and ideas on my mind that, okay, this is what I get up for. This is what makes me go. This is what makes me tick. This is everything in between. When you have anger, okay, like tension or whatever, the stress, you can use any type of verbiage of it. When you get comfortable around certain people, you tend to vent to the people you're most comfortable around, and I think that's normal. I think we all do it in some way, shape, or form. Sometimes what I have realized is that I shouldn't say anything at all, because what comes out of my mouth is not polite. It's not. It's just not pleasant, and sometimes you need that. But if you have to do it 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 times, then it's like, okay. After a while, you know what? You, that means me, have a problem. Okay, and people will try to perpetuate that you have a problem, or I wouldn't even say that. Like, that's not even what I'm trying to say. When I'm wrong, okay, because people look at me as a stand-up guy and this and that, and trust me, I am, and I try to be friendly with everybody. I really have no beef with people, but sometimes when I get fucking too far into the sauce or too deep into it, I spew a bunch of fucking garbage out of my mouth.
I mean, that's most everybody. Okay, so yeah, I see all that. There was a couple points that I kind of wanted. The first point was you say you don't. You're learning. Basically, you don't. You're saying you don't know how to process your emotions.
Sometimes.
I mean, and that's all of us. I'm learning as I get older, and I'm slightly older than you. Keyword slightly.
That's right, folks.
That I'm just learning that I need to actually let those feelings actually process. I don't have to necessarily act on those feelings.
Yeah.
But I should process them and know, like, all right, I need to identify what the feeling is. Feeling is emotion, same thing.
Yeah.
I need to identify, all right, so what is this feeling that I'm feeling right now? Oh, this is anger. Now, what is my next appropriate step? Do I go just berserk and fucking lose my mind? Or, and it's harder when you're inebriated, obviously. Yeah. But the more you practice, the more it's like, okay. And sometimes I have to look at it like this. I literally just did this 2 seconds ago. Not 2 seconds ago, but you know this whole situation.
Yeah.
I was like, okay, is the emotion that I'm feeling because of something that I did, or is it because I'm reacting to something that someone else is projecting onto me? Does that make sense?
Yeah, no. I mean, it's like, did I do it, or is it somebody else perpetuating this idea of me being incorrect?
Yeah, and that's where I'm at in that same processing of emotion that you're at. I don't, for lack of a better word, in the more advanced stage of that. And I think that's just something you figure out as you get older and the more you deal with life and life problems and stuff like that. So I'm starting to learn that I cannot blame myself for everything. Like, I get it. I make, like you said, I make mistakes. Even today, I probably made a couple mistakes. But there's also circumstances outside of my control that these other people outside of my situation don't understand. So they perceive it
outside looking in. You know,
they perceive it as oh, this is what you are. But like you said, if I don't do that on a regular basis, that's not my character. Habitual shit is character.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying.
So I understand that, but and I'll be honest. Unfortunately, lately it has been, as you say, habitual to my character. Because what happens is,
but you recognize it, and now you're trying to figure out the way to figure out how you can circumvent, or not. I don't want to say circumvent because that's the wrong word. How to change that about yourself, because you obviously are mature enough to find out, all right, this is not who I want to be to the world, or just period.
Yeah.
This is not who I want to be to myself. So you recognize it. That's growth. But now the hard work is the hard work. The hard work is trying to figure out, how do I fix this, and how do I fix this permanently? Because I'm doing the same shit about certain shit.
And we all have things that we go through, and this and that, and we all have different feelings towards certain things. I just want people to know that, like, I'm very far removed from what I used to do. Like, something that I obviously wore like a badge of honor, and I'm very well known for. And me personally, I am obviously in a different space now. Like, I have a lot more time for myself. You know, I mean, I still work all the time, but I have like time to not worry about the job and this and that. And I don't know how to process certain things sometimes, simply because it's like, it's not that it's new to me. It's like something I've always understood, something that I know. But until you're one to do it, then you don't really know shit. You know what I mean? So I am in the mix of things, and which is okay. It's a part of being a person, you know. If I'm wrong, man, I'm wrong, dude. Like, I'm wrong. Like, I've never had any problem, you know, and you know me personally, you know, outside of the show. Like, dude, if I'm wrong about something, even if I'm not wrong about it, I'm going to beat myself up about it, simply because I know that I can be and do better.
Okay, and exactly, and that's what. And actually, now that I'm thinking, I appreciate you, and that's another thing I'm trying to figure out too. I appreciate you letting me know your feelings about the situation.
Yeah, of course, man. Dude, you're my friend. You're my brother. You're my pod. You're
and I'm not
part
trying
of this.
to I'm not trying to be like super like fucking cryptic, and I really didn't even want to go into this.
Nah, it's all right, man.
But we're here.
That's what we're here for, dude.
And so I appreciate your side of it, because I was feeling like, yo, damn, I really, because I internalized, and I think it's partly from growing up. Just I internalize when I'm told I'm not doing enough or I'm not doing what I'm supposed to be doing. I internalize that so much that I feel bad when I don't necessarily need to feel bad. You know what I'm saying?
And I don't think this is talked about enough, especially between men.
Yeah.
You know, like our feelings. You know, for our emotions. You know, you go out, hang out with your boys, shoot the shit, laugh, you know, whatever it is, and then you go home, and then, you know, I'll be honest with you, man. What I was telling somebody earlier today, before we started doing this, is that there is a point in the day, every single day, for a while, that when the weekend comes, like the podcast is coming, and, you know, I've got, you know, I'm off of a week long, you know, obviously work, or if unfortunately if I'm on a fucking I don't want to even call it a bender, but I'm just out, you know, because if you know me, I can throw them back, and I can throw them back pretty well, and sometimes I'm wrong, you know, and I'm not really one to obviously admit that publicly. Like, I don't have a problem being incorrect.
It's pretty public, my friend.
Yeah, well, that's okay. So, folks, if you do something in your life, so if you do something in your life, and the moment you're done doing it, you feel regret, you're wrong. Like, I'm wrong, and that's okay. Like,
I think that depends.
It depends on what it is, obviously. There's obviously situational things that go into that.
You don't know what other issues.
Do you know what my biggest problem is, Jared?
What's
that I have, and I think I get it from my family, and again, no excuses, but I think just with the things I've dealt with in my life, like as a person, like from family things to personal things to work, this and that, I always assume the worst possible thing immediately.
I do the same thing. We kind of brushed over this week with all my stuff.
Yeah.
Same thing. It's like the whole, like, you know, something potentially could be bad. That's not the right way to say it either. That's where anxiety comes from. Looking at something, and I think I talk about this shit all the time, but whatever, it is what it is. Anxiety comes from thinking about a possibility in the future that has not come to fruition.
Exactly,
because you fear the worst of what the possibilities are, but then when the possibilities, or when that actual moment comes, it's not near as bad as you thought it was going to be.
Yeah, so sometimes, and I'll be 100% with you, I'll be driving in my car, I'll be going to work, and I'll be in a certain space, and I think about what you told me. Like, I'm dead ass serious. Not everything is as good as it seems, and not everything is as bad as it seems.
That's the best advice I've ever heard, bro.
I don't know. Put it this way: like, I'm at a point right now where I'm somebody who needs to practice what they preach, dude.
Mm-hmm.
You know, okay, and
same here.
And that goes for, you know, a lot of people and all that. But I'm not perfect. I try my best to bring joy to people's lives and all. You know, you just want to be a good person.
And at some point, we're gonna bring joy to your life in this podcast. We're gonna stop talking about so much dark shit. But
no. Well,
we got to get it out, ladies and gentlemen.
Yeah, no. I'm sorry. Like, I mean, this is our therapy, dude.
Yeah.
This is our therapy.
Yeah.
And this is the only way that I personally know how to circumvent my emotions or whatever it is that I'm dealing with right now, simply because I don't, as men, and I know you know this, man, dude. I know you know this. As men,
I mean, I am a man.
Yeah, well, as a man, all right, as a red-blooded American, you know.
That too.
Yeah, which is fine, baby.
Who's still? Well, I'm not gonna go there.
So, my point is that I've done a lot of growing in the last year and a half. Like I'm not proud of everything I've done, and I say things that I don't really mean, simply out of the fact that you can't put it this way. If I had somebody, and I'm not talking about therapy.
First of all,
It's all right, man. Go ahead.
I don't think you've never. I feel like I probably have said more mean shit to you than I don't think you've really ever said anything mean to me.
Why would I say anything mean to you, dude?
I'm not saying that you would. I'm just. I think you may be kind of overthinking certain situations. Because I mean, everybody. I definitely.
I'm very guilty. I'm very guilty.
But I'm not saying you're not, and you haven't done. You're by no means. No one's a saint.
Yeah.
What I'm saying is I think we have to figure out. All of us have to figure out how to stop analyzing the shit that we do, because we're all fucking just beings on a fucking distant rock floating through space, and I think we need to cut ourselves some slack sometimes. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Well, I think what it is, man, and I hate to get like overly deep into it, but maybe you can relate. I don't know, but like growing up, losing my dad when I was young and all that other shit. Being a man is it's not easy, bro. Like everybody puts the weight of the world on your shoulders.
Yep.
Yeah. And you have to carry it, and you have to be happy. And that is, and it's bullshit.
It's fucking complete, utter garbage.
Yeah. So and I'm not talking about the people that came before us, like our grandparents or anything. Like times were different. I mean, I still look up to my grandmother. Okay. Who just recently finished her bout with COVID at 92 years old. What up, Bubba?
She's a fucking trooper.
Yeah.
Shout out to you.
Yeah. What up, Bubba? So I think what it is sometimes like we get lost in the social media age and what everybody thinks. And put it this way, I had a conversation with somebody last night, a young lady that I work with. She's super cool. Fuck with her. And she was like, oh, is this
What's
is
her
our
name?
well, we ain't gonna do all that. We ain't gonna do all
look,
that.
y'all see how I was trying to catch him?
No, y'all ain't catching me slipping, bro. Y'all ain't catching me. Put it this way:
Hey,
the right people know.
You drink a couple 100 milliliters of that shit. Look, hey, look, I'm gonna tell y'all right now. This is why we got the beakers.
Yeah.
Aside from the theme of the show,
Yeah.
I
There
can
you go.
see. Hold on, wait. We're on me right now.
Yeah.
I can see as we're talking this shit go down, and I can see exactly how much he drank.
Yeah. So
let's put it this way. He started at 250 milliliters, and I'm going to go back so everybody can see. He started at 250 milliliters, and now he's down to 150.
yeah. So
Just within 20 minutes, ladies and gentlemen.
So therefore, this is again going against like I'm a hypocrite right now. Like
No,
I'm
you're not. Why are you being what?
I am so tired.
Tired.
Like,
What are you tired of?
I'm tired, man. I'm tired. I'm tired physically. I've been tired physically for a long time. Yeah. I know what you're gonna say.
No. Hold on.
No.
'Cause here, you know what? It's funny.
Go ahead. Hit
It's
me.
funny that we're doing this today because I feel like we've been having the same type of trials, kind of like the same mental battles that were like whatever. Not specifically exact scenarios. Same mental battles. I am going through the same shit you're going. I forgot what you said. What did you say?
I just said that I'm just tired.
Oh yeah, you're tired. Yeah.
I'm tired, man.
So I've been feeling like this, and people, when you go out and people ask you, "Hey, how you doing?" Like, I'm not the small talk, and I'm an introvert. I'm not gonna be out here and be like, "Yeah, everything's all good," blah blah blah. When I know in my head everything's not all good.
And honestly, I'm the same way. However,
Hold on.
Yeah.
Give me a second. So when you say you're tired, like that's where I'm at right now, and I look at it like this because it's funny because I should turn this into a joke, but I do the same fucking thing. I say to myself, like, I have a goal. Like I set goals for a lot of shit. Remember we talked about goals and shit last week, but I set goals, and one of my goals is to live till 80. Because to me, I feel like 80 is a good run.
Yeah.
Especially for a black man in America.
Could you put the camera on me for a second?
Hold on.
Black man in America.
They didn't see your hand, but okay.
Wait.
Other side.
There you go. Squat. All right, go ahead. Go.
As a black man in America, I think 80 is a good run. Just knowing my family history and knowing that I might have 20 years left, you know what I mean? And but then I started thinking, I was telling somebody, they asked me how I felt, and I was like, blah, blah, blah. I was like, I got another 40 years of this shit, because, again, my goal is 80.
Yeah.
I got 40 more years of being an adult. This shit is fucking scary, bro. Like, why do I have to deal
fucking
with it?
likes it, bro. Nobody likes it.
What
At
the fuck?
fucking all. Because being an adult, folks, if you're not one, well, I don't recommend it, but eventually it's going to happen.
I'm clipping the fuck out of this.
Yeah, so what's going to happen is that one day, it could be today, it could be tomorrow, it could be the 2 Tuesdays from now, you know, you're going to wake up one morning and be like, you know what, I can't really do the shit that I do anymore, and I have to settle down, I have to be an adult. You know, it's not about paying bills, it's not about taking the trash.
That's 100, all that is a part of it.
Yeah.
The paying bills, taking out the trash, cleaning the house, fucking light bulb goes out, who's gonna fix it?
Yeah.
Fucking there's a bug in here, or there's a rat, or whatever. Like the infamous mouse in the house episode.
Man, I was such a little bitch. Dude.
Go back to hold on. Let me finish what I was saying.
I'm sorry, dude. That mouse scared the fucking shit out of me, dude.
Yeah,
I was like, it's a rodent. You know, like
y'all some bitches. I'm gonna clip that shit,
dude.
Actually, we need to put that on TikTok.
Yeah.
That shit will fucking go viral,
dude. What up, Big Greg? Love you, man.
Yeah, he don't fucking fuck with us no more.
Dude, Greg loves us.
Greg
is doing his thing, and I love him for it.
Oh, by the way, Erica Fontaine's picture today. Oh my god. He don't know what I'm talking about.
That's fine. What up, big guy? Love you, man. But seriously, it's like you get to a point like to.
Hey, 100, ladies and gentlemen.
Like 100, like you get to. Oh, that. Damn, it's gone.
No, it's not gone.
Shit,
but it went from 150 to 100 real quick.
See, I'm never drinking out of this thing again because, like,
you know what? I wanted it. You know, here's the funny part. You know, this is what I was talking about. The people. Remember, we were talking about like me trying to like accommodate other people's feelings and shit like that.
Yeah.
Like when you brought that down here, I was like, I want the beaker, but like I don't want to appear selfish. So I'm gonna let RJ have the fucking beaker.
Well, I'm selfish, folks. Here, put the camera on me.
I was like, it's RJ's show too. Like,
yeah.
But you see how that little shit can fucking creep into people's heads and then fucking just change all reality.
Yeah.
It can change an entire reality. One interaction. That's quantum physics, bro. And people don't get it. Like, we're in a fucking. We're not in a simulation. We're so small in this universe that we're basically what we observe. When I talked about quantum computing a long time ago.
Yeah, dude.
Quarks and qubits and all that shit. It's been a while. I can't explain it again.
It's all right, man. Don't worry. Don't worry about it.
You have two entangled particles that switch between the states at a time. But that's the same thing as reality. And I've probably talked about this before. Like, our reality is we're so small. Like, any little interaction can change the next thing that happens. No matter what it is, it can change the next thing that happens. So that's why I believe, even though we're observing these small, tiny particles and at the quantum level and qubits and quarks and all that shit, we're, in a way, qubits and quarks. Because me and you might be entangled. We're basically part. If you think about the vastness of the universe, me and you right now are particles.
Well, yeah, if you put it in that sense, yeah. I mean, like, we're just
put it in that sense. No, that's what it is.
I mean, we're space dust.
There's probably some other being observing us from another level.
It's funny you say that. I had a guy at work come up to me. He's one of our more senior technicians. I mean. He's a nice guy to me, like what everybody else thinks about him. I don't care. But he said, "Hey man," he said, "Do you believe in fucking aliens?" And I was just like, yeah. I was like, why not? And I was like, dude, I said, there's no fucking way. And obviously, like, I went into work like a little,
Okay. Let's not say that out loud next time. All right?
Yeah, it's all right. They know.
That's the one the thing. What is it?
Self-incriminating.
No, the thing you say in your head that doesn't. I don't know. It was never mind. Said the wrong thing out loud. It was some Homer Simpson shit that I couldn't pull.
Trust me,
I fucked it up.
I'm a stickler for Simpsons references. Shout out to Jay Joseph because he is such a stickler for that too.
And shout out to your 3 whole peppers that you created in your garden that you worked so hard
peppers. Here, hold on, put the camera on me. Put it on me. Oh, big peppers, baby. I'm like, let's go.
Those were tiny peppers.
I love your peppers, Jay. All right.
You should have asked me for advice because you knew I have experience with fucking gardening.
All right.
Dang, you didn't water that shit. Plants need watering, so anyway.
He said they look a little dry.
Did you see them?
I saw them. But I don't garden, so I don't know. But
bro,
like,
it takes no. People don't understand. People are like, oh, I want to start a garden. They don't realize how much work it is.
Yeah.
If you look, that's why you get much respect to farmers out there, American farmers. We don't have many left, but
yeah, no bullshit,
bro,
dude.
It's a lot of work. And I just was working, and I grew up. My mom always grew tomatoes in the yard. One year I grew a potato. I got one potato out of one. It was just from the shit from the grocery store, and I just planted the plant and with the tomatoes and whatever. And that was the best potato I've ever had in my life,
dude.
But
no,
hold on, let me.
All right.
I know you're almost at 0 milliliters. Oh, no, there it's gone. But yeah, when you make your own shit, it tastes so much better than shit you buy from the grocery store.
It is, and so obviously with my family being from, my mom's side of the family, I should say, being from up north. And, the Pittsburgh area and all that stuff. My great aunt used to grow her own tomatoes. She made her own sauce out of it. I mean, I've talked about it before.
That sounds amazing.
It is. And
that's very Italian.
Yeah. It's, I mean, like when you drive up through Uniontown and only, nobody might understand this reference whatsoever, which is fine. But when you drive up through Uniontown, you got your shopping center up there, or as they like to say up there at the top of the hill. And then you leave that one rural area where everything's vibrant and and it's nothing but hills and it's nothing but trees and it's nothing but land. And so as I'm driving to my grandmother's house, like on the way, maybe 10 minutes away, is my great aunt's house. So she has her one little house on her piece of land, and she has her garden, and she has all this other shit. And she would out of just human nature, she or whatever her mother taught her or sisters, because I come from a big family. It's like, let me grow these tomatoes, I'm gonna grow these tomatoes. We're gonna eat pierogi or rigatoni or whatever.
You're a big pierogi guy.
Oh, I'm a super big pierogi guy, dude. Super big. It's essentially a potato dumpling if you really think about it. But
potatoes and dumplings sounds good together in my book.
So I remember a long time ago, she told me she was like, hey, she said, I knew you were coming, so she said I made a pot of sauce. And you're right. And I 100% agree with you that it is like that homemade, natural cook, like grown, especially when it comes to vegetables.
It just tastes different.
It just has more flavor, more this, more that. And it's just like, man, dude, I could probably sit up here all day.
Would you say I would say they're sweeter when you grow them yourself.
Well, the sauce that she makes, man, I wouldn't really consider it sweet.
No, I'm not saying. I'm saying like, the initial.
When you say sweet, you mean they're like,
there's something
yeah, they have a different kick to it.
Yeah, it's not like the ones you buy from the store. It really, to be honest, don't have a lot of taste. If I had a tomato that I grew myself and same size, same color, I guarantee the one that I bought from the store won't be nearly as tasty as the one that I grew myself.
And it's not. And
I don't think it's a placebo thing. I think it's just natural.
It is, because what happens is when you start processing foods and adding preservatives and all this shit, I mean, that's with any food.
You can't
really
add preservatives to what you can add pesticides to the fucking soil. You can have soil that's been overused, so the nutrients is gone. That might be the major part of it.
So the reason that I'm glad you brought it up, hold on, pouring up.
Oh, this is dangerous looking, ladies and gentlemen. If y'all could see my angle for right now, oh my goodness.
The dope man is always in full effect. So,
okay.
So a couple years ago, I went up there.
Oh,
I went up there to visit her. Okay.
I want to say something about last weekend too, by the way.
Yeah. Yeah. Do you want to go first or?
No, just don't let me forget.
So a couple years ago, I went up to Brownsville, PA. Where my family's from. Just wonderful people, dude. Like, honestly. And my great aunt stopped by my grandmother's house, her sister. And like she said, and she always used to tease me as a kid. She said, I'm going to give you a knuckle sandwich. And then she'd give me like $20, or $5 or whatever the case is. And I said, hey, man, why aren't you making any sauce?
Sauce?
Yeah, it really is. And she said, the land's pretty fucked up. She said, I can't really grow them anymore. And I'll tell you, when I tell you I was kind of like heartbroken by it, like I legitimately was, because one, like if you look at it deeper, then it's like, okay, it's sauce, but then it's like, okay, this is what my aunt was passionate about. This is something that she did, and she can no longer do it. I was worried about the fact that she didn't have her niche for certain things anymore.
Mm-hmm.
And she said, hey, don't worry about it. This, and that. And I said, okay. I said, no problem. And I was upset, but I think if anything, somebody like her, like, dude, we're obviously older. We come from a different generation of people. Obviously, I'm what am I, a millennial?
Yeah,
I guess
you're a millennial.
All right.
Can we say that louder?
Yeah. All right.
RJ's. No.
All right.
Let me finish. Let me finish. I'm being selfish right now.
I know.
RJ's a millennial. I'm going to lean into this. This selfish thing, I'm going to lean into.
It's
so
fine.
fucking hard now.
It's fine.
I'm going to make T-shirts that says, I'm Jared Smith, and I'm sorry. My name is Jared Lee. My comedy name is Jared Lee, and I'm fucking selfish.
All right. So now that you guys already knew what you knew before, you know what I'm saying?
I agree.
We just have verbal confirmation now, which is fine.
Hey,
but it kind of, as I get older personally, I get up and I go to work, and I want to instill the same values that, the people that came before me, you know what I mean? Like, and I don't do a good job of it sometimes. I really don't.
That's interesting because I'm trying to see how deep I want to go into this.
That's all right, man.
No. Like, because I see where you're going with that. And I'm not saying that those values are in any way wrong.
No. I got you, man. Don't worry.
Here's the distance that I'm going to take it. I look at life as I'm a very small being in this entire thing. To be honest, I hope to leave some kind of mark on the world. However, I don't think it may. It may not be possible. So hold on. I'm not done. I'm not done.
Yes, sir.
I have been told before that I don't. What's the word? exuberate.
I'm
trying to figure out the right word. Exuberate certain values that some people wish that I had. So saying that way is just basically me saying, I think at some point during our lives, we have to understand like our life experiences may not always equal the values that we necessarily were taught.
Yeah, no, and I agree with that. I'm not saying every value that my family taught me,
but that's what I was. I was trying to say it the most politically correct way I could.
Yeah, no, but I'm not saying everything I agree with. And
I'm not saying you should or you shouldn't. I'm just saying I want to put that out there as some people think that they have to live and die by certain things.
No, and there are people that do. I mean, trust me, I know you've seen it. I've definitely seen it. What happens is when you take somebody else's values and you look at their perspective, because like you're saying, like sometimes you have to sit down and you kind of have to bask in the glory of or the sink of things.
Yeah, the word.
The sink of things.
Yeah,
that's really what it is. So it's like, you know what? This is right, but this is how it is now. Yeah. And this is how I can take this and apply it to that. Yeah. So you put your own spin on it, right?
Yeah. No, I agree.
Yeah. I agree. So I put my own spin on it, and I definitely, obviously when you are out and exuberant and all this other shit, and you
I think that was a wrong word for me to use because that doesn't make sense.
It doesn't whatsoever.
When you're out and exuberant,
yeah. So if you're listening to this show right
if
now,
you're out and be exuberant when you're out. That's the name of the episode, Exuberant. Let me write
it damn well better be. But
exuberant. And exuberant. No.
But you got to kind of put your own spin on things. You can't be the exact same. You have to be like a carbon copy to an extent. But you're digitalized, you know what I'm saying? Like you're basically like, okay, this is this person that taught me all this. And then it's like, okay, what do I do? Do I do the exact same thing or do I make it better?
Exactly.
Yeah. Do I make it better?
Yeah. Right? Okay. So
so you make it better, and that way you can continue that. I don't want to use the word legacy. I really don't. That just idea of the people that came before you, the people that brought you up, and it's
you can honor them without being exactly like them.
Yeah, and that's something it's taken me a while to kind of realize is like I've kind of had a problem with that.
Times have changed, bro.
Yeah, no, I know.
Like when I was bro, I've lived in Virginia most of my life. Yeah. A majority of my life. I've lived other places, but a majority of my life has been spent in Virginia.
Yeah.
When I was growing up, there was no law to put your seatbelt on.
Yeah.
You could drive with no seatbelt on. Driver and passenger. Now, I remember when the law came into effect. It was all on the news. It was like, please make sure you put your seatbelts on. This law now. Blah, blah. Click it or ticket. Remember that shit?
Yeah. Click it or ticket, baby.
Yeah.
That should probably be the name of the episode, honestly.
Actually, that is a better
click it or
one.
ticket.
Click it or ticket.
Click it or ticket.
Fucking, bro, when I was growing up, I think it's still legal. You could sit in the back of a pickup truck. No fucking helmet. No knee pads.
I've done it.
I did it too.
Yeah. I've done it.
I fell out of the back of a fucking Bronco trying to fucking run out of the back of this bitch. That was dumb. That was like, I was a sophomore in high school. That was the dumbest shit I ever did. I broke my wrist and everything, but whatever.
Dude, I remember one time I was in Giant in Saratoga with my dad. And what my dad used to let me do is, obviously when I was smaller, I was probably maybe like 5-6 years old. He used to let me like sit in the actual cart, all right, and he'd push me around. Yeah,
good times.
Yeah.
Let me swing your feet.
Yeah,
hold on, let me see if we can. I can't even get this. You swing your feet, and you're just like, You're the happiest little thing in the fucking world. Like,
No. I don't mean in the seat. I mean in the actual cart.
Oh, that too.
Yeah. So I
You'd be
used,
riding around.
So my dad used to do these little maneuvers, like, he's like turning the corners, like, all this other shit. And you sit in the cart,
like
right?
NASCAR type shit.
Yeah. And
that's how you know we're in Virginia.
Yeah. America.
Oh, NASCAR.
I got you.
I thought you were gonna go with us. You didn't go. You didn't get a ticket though.
Well, obviously, I wasn't aware. Well, I was aware weeks ago, but I'm not aware now. Obviously,
no. I thought they were gonna make you a part of it. That was, let me do some asking and see what happens.
Nah, it's all right.
I think you should go.
I'm down to go. Like, put it this way, man. At this point in my life, I'm so over myself. Okay, I'm so over myself.
I'm over yourself too.
I know you are.
I'm fucking around.
Yeah.
I'm fucking around.
Yeah. I'm so over myself. Like, dude, I am the worst possible human sometimes. And
you know what, bro? That's a breakthrough.
Yeah, I'm like the worst possible human, dude.
No, because you're realizing, you know what that means? Like, what you just said is profound. You're like, I'm over myself. That means you're overthinking about yourself. You're tired of thinking about. You're tired of being in your own head.
Yeah, I mean, dude, come on,
bro.
man.
That's a fucking breakthrough right there. I love that shit.
Yeah, I
first of all, hold on, Nodder, get this man a ticket. We're going to fucking NASCAR.
Nodder, I know you work next door to me.
I'm gonna text him right after we're done. I'm like, RJ needs a ticket. You know what day it is?
I know it's sometime in August.
Yeah.
I know.
I don't want to give dates because I don't want people showing up.
Yeah. We don't want you guys to look at us anyway. You know what I'm saying? Like, who fucking cares? But I'm so over myself because for the last 6 months or whatever it is, I've been kind of like, I don't even say putting myself out there. I'm not even trying new things. I'm just doing things differently as an older man. Okay. Like, and I'm not even old.
That's trying new things though.
Well, okay. So I'm trying new things.
No, because some of the things you've been doing, aside from the things that I have probably criticized you for the most.
Yeah, it's all right.
Only because
you love me. Because we're the Mad Scientist Lab, baby. Like, share, comment, and subscribe. Oh shit. Oh shit, I fucked it up.
I just when I first met you, I was like, bro, like, come out to fucking Sequoia. Like, we barely knew each other by then.
Yeah, no. And then you came up to me and you were like, yeah, like let's drink in front of a camera and talk about comics. And I was like, you know what? You're a fucking weirdo. I was like, I'm down. And
I
we're
wasn't
here.
a weirdo. You
No.
fucking wanted it because we talked about you and your radio voice. Actually,
dude, everybody's fucking killing me at work about that shit too.
Bro. Okay, so I had an idea for you this week.
All right.
Remember, because we were talking, what was it, last week or whatever? Like, where were you gonna take that next? I think I have a place for you to figure out. You have to do some. You're gonna have to do some work. Obviously, you got to, because you're gonna have to find voice acting.
You know what's crazy? When I was in 6th grade, this is a true story. Our guidance counselor came to our class. You know how they come to class and all that other shit. And they asked everybody, hey, they want to encourage children, which is great by all means. Don't get me wrong. And we just had Coach Hill on here a couple weeks ago. Shout out to that, man.
Love you, Coach.
Love you, Coach. Yeah. Nice fish you caught, by the way.
Oh yeah. I'm gonna put that up. Hopefully,
and she said, "What do you want to be when you grow up?" And everybody was saying the same.
Say it like that.
Oh, for the lack of a better term. Okay.
What do you want to be when you grow up, young man?
So for the lack of a better term,
you had a gym teacher for a fucking English teacher or something?
Oh, dude, I had a gym teacher as a gym teacher. Like, dude, I had a...
Okay, let's not go into that because first of all, I know who you're talking about, and she's cool people. She is very cool people.
Oh, wow.
Wait, no, we're not talking about this.
No. I've had some good... I've
All right. Go back to what you're saying.
And so anyway,
we're getting in murky waters now.
So she comes in. And she's like, "Hey, did you see that? Did you see that?
I think they did too.
Dude, all right. Oh man, dude, it's all right." So she came in. She basically said, hey, what do you guys want to do when you grow up? Obviously, you're in 6th grade. You're about to go to middle school. You're about to make this they make it a big deal.
You about to make a transition, huh?
Yeah, I guess so. I mean,
they were planning it in their heads early, weren't they?
Hey, put it this way. If your dick's so big, put it in your own butt. You know what I'm saying?
That's not what I was going for. See, his comedic comedy is a whole different direction. I was talking about women playing in men's sports.
Yeah. So anyway, yeah, I'm probably gonna get judged, but it's fine. It's fine.
You're right.
We
don't get enough views for that.
Yeah. So we she said that, and everybody's given like the basic answer. Like, I want to be a dentist. I want to be and not that it's basic, but it's like cordial to what society sees fit. You know what I mean? So you want to be a cop. You want to be a firefighter. You want to be a lawyer. You want to be a doctor.
Who's you, Snoop Dogg and fucking? I want to be a motherfucking gangster.
That's fine with me.
One of the best songs ever, by the way.
So she comes to me, and at the time, I'm very big into anime. I'm very big into cartoons and all this other shit. Like I just like entertainment. She's like, "What do you want to do when you get older?" I said, "You know what?
Not much has changed."
Yeah. It really hasn't. It really hasn't. And that was fucking
growth, ladies and gentlemen.
Yeah. Just grow taller.
Get to the point. Get to the point.
She basically said, "What do you want to do?" And I said, "Hey, I said I want to be a cartoonist." And she said, "What do you mean?" And she said, "Well, I said I like comics. I said I like this. I like that. I said I like voices. Which,
by the way, is a legit fucking career."
Yeah. And then she stopped, and she obviously paused for a second because I'm sure she's accustomed to hearing the general answer from most students. And she said, "Oh," she said, "I think you'd be really good at that." And I was like, "Well, yeah." I was like, "Well, that's what I want to do." And I'm fucking 12 years old and all this other shit.
Yeah.
And so time goes by, and then one day, and I actually forgot about this, believe it or not. I opened my closet. Not that I don't open my closet on a random day. Like, I open my closet. I keep a lot of very personal things at the top of my closet. Enough said, like whether it's a trophy that I got from the point. Whether it's a trophy I got from basketball or this, or whatever it is. There's my fucking diploma that sits there, right? And then next to my diploma, there is a certificate. And it was written by Miss Powell, who is obviously a wonderful teacher. Teacher.
Get to the point.
And she basically wrote this note, and she basically gave every kid in the class a different award to try to make her kids feel special, which teachers don't get enough credit whatsoever. But she made me feel special. She said, "You know what, RJ?" She said, "It's the end of the year." She said, "I'm going to give you this certificate." And I looked at it and I read it, and it said the best storyteller. She said, "No matter what you say," she said, "it's always a story." And she gave it to me, and I was like, "Yo, this is fucking like," I felt special.
Well, Miss Powell, I think we're going to have to take that away from him because he did not tell a great story. That was the longest story I've ever heard in my life. I still don't know what the punchline is, but it is what it is.
There was no punchline, folks.
Oh,
yeah,
wait, so you're the best storyteller. What was the point of that?
The point was, my point being is that it made me feel, I hate sound corny.
It made me feel good in the inside.
Yeah. I felt so special.
Warm,
it's like,
fuzzy.
And, it's crazy. I still do it now, and I'm still good at it. And so that woman.
Do you do it now?
Sometimes I don't. Sometimes I'm a complete fucking asshole, dude.
Why don't you just write stories again? Wait, but you said you want to be a cartoonist. Cartoonists, they draw.
They draw. Well, I just mean in that realm. Like, dude, like you can write a story, you can make a voice, you can do this. I mean, put it this way. I remember when Charles Schultz died.
Okay. Give me before you get into that. I remember when we were going to come back to this. You did write a good story for the comeback for this. But the thing is, again, execution. We never executed what we were supposed to do. And we had the shit, and I started buying the equipment for it. That's how I got, like, the lapel mic that you still have upstairs. I need that back.
Yeah. I still own half of Jared's shit. No, I'm just teasing.
You own all of my shit. Like, what the fuck are you talking about? Yeah, so yeah, you gotta. We should be doing skits. Like we should be cutting away from certain points in the podcast, and we should be cutting away to doing skits. So I would challenge you, my friend.
All right, go ahead.
Right here on episode 142 of the
Yeah.
Mad Scientist Podcast. I can't even say that.
The Mad Scientist Lab podcast.
I challenge you, sir.
All right.
Start writing sketches for this show that we can actually do. I guarantee comedy sketches. I guarantee we start doing those and we're like, bro.
So I'm not against that. However, I'm selfish.
Here's the excuse. Here's the excuse, ladies and gentlemen.
No. It's not an excuse. I know you expect certain things out of me, and I know I don't always deliver.
I really expect two things right now.
All right.
Two things. And I feel like, and again, I told you this before in private. I feel like sometimes I can be a little too hard on you.
It's fine, man. Dude.
But that's me learning and processing how to work around people and their own things and my own things. But there are only two things that I don't want to say expect, but as you being a part of the show, like it's kind of inherent to having a show.
And
hold on, I'm not done.
Oh shit, Jared's not done, folks.
Number one, showing up and being prepared to do the show. Like we talk about, hey, did you watch this? We talk about it during the week, and like if I talk to you on Tuesday and I ask, hey, did you watch this? It's like, no, I didn't. Like I know your schedule, RJ. Like I know you can watch that shit.
I know I can't. So like
hold on, I ain't done.
All right. I'm getting ripped,
because
folks.
If no, you're not getting ripped.
No,
I'm just getting all my shit out there because you know what? I'm leaning into the I'm selfish shit. Everybody want to call me selfish? I'm selfish. Fuck it. Number two, the description. Can I get it a little earlier? I mean, I gotta come over here, record this shit, make sure the equipment works, fucking record the show, make sure everything works, and then I get criticized if I miss one thing out of all of the shit that I have to do. I'm not talking about you, but I'm saying in the past, I have gotten yelled at about shit that nobody else is doing any of it.
Yeah. I got you. So I'll tell you this.
I'm not done. I'm on my soapbox. Allow me to stay there for a second. All I'm asking
Sorry, I was going to say.
Is for the description earlier in the day. Granted, I may not edit right away. However, it would be a lot better when I'm ready to edit and I'm done editing if I can complete the editing. Because I can't complete the editing and uploading without the description. That's it.
Yeah, all right. So Jared has proven his point, which is fine.
It's not a point that I'm trying to prove.
But it's a point that
now the point is the point that I'm trying to prove now is I think we should start doing comedy skits. I will help write. I want to help write. But we have to execute. Is that a third demand? And I'm calling it a demand because I'm selfish. Is that a third demand that's too much?
It's not. What I was gonna say is
okay.
It's not a demand from you. Okay, man. Like 100%. What it is for me personally is that I get wrapped up in my own head a lot. I really do.
No,
and we all do it.
We all do.
We all do it.
Yep.
And I don't give myself enough credit for the things that I've done in my life.
And I'm pretty much sure I've told you that. Probably plenty of times,
dude.
See. Again,
all right. Your turn.
No, I'm sorry.
It's all right.
I don't mean to be selfish.
Fine. No.
But I'm gonna be selfish.
Too sweet.
I'm pretty sure that I've told you that plenty of times. I was like, you don't give yourself enough credit.
Well, the way I look at it, if I was to be 100% honest with you, is like it's like, look, man, like we all get up, we all got to grind, we all got to do this. Like I know, but no matter what type of job I do, I'm still no better than the next person, right?
I
like,
agree. Me
no,
neither. And for some reason, everybody thinks that I feel like that I'm better than everybody else. Like I don't understand it. Like I carry a little confidence that I'm better than everybody. No, like I fucking like to do shit. I like to accomplish shit. Like I'm doing me.
And then when that does happen, then then we'll be there. But I've always had shit, man. Fuck it. Why not? So I've grown up.
Wait a minute. Where are you going? Are you going to a bad place? I don't know.
Well, not a bad place.
Okay.
What I'm saying is, man, is like, dude, I'm gonna tell you because you're my friend. Like we do this week in and week out, like whether we want to do it or not.
Do you want this out here? Is what I'm asking.
Yeah, it's fine. It's fine.
Okay,
Trust
okay.
me. I understand where we are.
Okay.
Like I ain't that crazy. That I how should I put this? There are certain things that shape you into people, right? Like they shape you into the character that you are, and this, and that. And it's like, you could be shaped into this, and that, but then when you branch off into it, certain things and try new things and this, and that, it's it's really tough for me. Like I mean I really
I know
honestly,
okay.
yeah, like I really hate it. I hate to say that, dude. I got you. I'm gonna help. Yeah,
kind of mold you. I know where you're going with that.
Yeah, so like,
because I was actually talking about this with somebody else today, or maybe it was last night. It's the same reason why a lot of people who are funny who don't start doing stand-up comedy. You might have. No, I don't think you were part of this conversation. A lot of it is people are afraid to fail,
and I'll tell you, 100%, dude. Like no bullshit. Like I've definitely and we all have. Like people are afraid to fail. I've failed in my life, and I've failed time and time again. Like
we all do.
Yeah.
But if you don't fail, you don't learn.
Yeah. And
that's like falling.
Yeah.
When you're a kid, you fall. What do? You get fucking back up.
Yeah. And you got your scrape on your knee and your Band-Aid, and then
you're a fucking kid your whole life, bro.
Yeah,
you're falling all the time.
Yeah. So what I'm saying is that and I'll be honest with everybody, because I really don't care, is that you have to have some level of consciousness, excuse me, in terms of whether you're going to be successful or not. Like, dude, like great people, like whether they're actors or entertainers or whatever it is, or people that you read about in books or whatever it is, those people, they said, hey, you know what? Instead of doing this, I'm going to do that. And sometimes I try to do that, and I fail at it. And
so, but you let the failure get to you, and you don't try it again.
Yeah, it's tough, dude. I've been very successful in my life.
You're fine, bro. Like, look, here's all I'm asking. All I want is I want you to write a comedy skit that we can potentially, because it usually ends up just being me and you anyway.
And I'm a genius. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
I'm a genius.
Let's create more genius.
And you are correct, sir.
Let's do this, man. Let's do some fucking actual shit. I guarantee if we start doing more shit, it'll pump this shit up. Because you can't just do the typical podcast anymore. You gotta
yeah, there's always got to be like, the extra. Like, I get it.
I got two things. Hold on.
Go ahead.
I don't mean to keep cutting you off.
No, it's fine.
I got two ideas that I'm playing around with. I think I told you one last night.
Yeah.
You remember what I was talking about?
No, because I was fucking 2 sheets to the fucking wind.
Okay.
You saw
Well,
that fucking
that's
tall-ass
one.
mirror in
That's
front of me.
one. And then the other one is let's add in. Let's make this a fucking kind of a sketch comedy podcast.
Yeah.
And I'm probably putting this out there, and somebody's gonna pick it up. But let's have little skits in between our talking. And
No, and you know what? You're right, man. Because it's healthy, it keeps the show fresh. It keeps us entertaining. Whoever listens or watches,
Yep.
and it may bring in new viewers. Dude, I'm so for that. I personally am just in a space where I guess I'm being selfish to an extent.
Oh, shut up.
You know.
I think that word's being thrown around way too freely these days.
No, and it is because, like, dude, you know me. I'm a hardcore motherfucker, dude. Like, I'm a hardcore motherfucker.
You're midcore.
Oh my god, Jesus! Yeah.
I'm just fucking with you.
So, like when I do things, when I set my mind on things, I get it done, no matter what it is. Like, I always have been able to accomplish my goals, whether it takes me a day, a week, a month, a year.
What if I do this? What if I get you a pen and paper?
Yeah, no. I think a lot of people have been asking about. Dude, people have been asking me about that lately. You know,
Ask me about what?
It's like, look, man, I didn't really have a good nightcap, so to speak, and I'm kind of hold on.
I'm trying to make sure because you're a little.
No. I don't mean
you're a couple sheets in.
It's fine.
All right.
What I'm saying is that I do everything that I possibly can as an individual to make sure that not only my people are happy, but my friends are happy, and this and that. And then when I can't do it, and then when I don't have the energy to do it, and I feel like sometimes when I don't have the energy to do anything, that's when everything floods in towards me. It's like, come on, dude.
I see.
Like, so, come on. Like, what do I do every day? You know, like you, like I get up, I grind.
All right. I see where you're going.
I'm just saying.
I don't want to get.
Yeah, no, I understand. I don't
want to go too far because I already see.
Yeah.
What's.
Okay. Yeah, dude. Like I get up, just like you do, just like anybody else does, and I know you're trying to kind of shy away from it, but
no, I'm trying to. I'm trying to keep you from going in the direction you're going.
Yeah. Well, no. I just want to talk.
I know.
I just want to talk, dude.
RJ.
I just want.
We don't need to let everybody else know about this.
Yeah, I know.
They don't need to know. We can do this off. Whatever.
Yeah, I understand that, but
let's make this entertaining for the people, and then we can talk about this off of there.
That's fine.
Trust me, I don't feel like you where you're going. Because I know you, and I don't feel like you want this to be.
Yeah, all right, that's fine.
Out there,
that's fine.
I just
want to be
sit up a little straight for me. There you go. Breathe.
Yeah. My anxiety is terrible. I actually have anybody out there that suffers from GAD, which is a general anxiety disorder. I feel you. I feel you 100%, dude. I have panic attacks when I'm in the shower. I have panic attacks when I'm driving. I have panic attacks while I'm at work. Shit, I have panic attacks at the fucking bar. You can't talk about it. Like, what are you going to talk about with people? Like, really? Like, oh, dude, hey, I'm freaking out. And it's like, nobody's going to listen to you.
Look. I will listen to you. Here, we're going to do this.
So, with that being said, ladies and gentlemen, thank you for listening to episode 142. Yes, 142 episods.
He did that very drunkenly, ladies and gentlemen.
Of this here mad science stuff. Oh, Jesus.
Let's go. I love you, RJ.
Yeah.
I'm going to hit you so hard you won't see nothing. Ever.
Exasperate.
Audio skulls all day.
The merit scientist lab. The merit scientist lab. The merit scientist lab. The merit scientist lab.
You can't have an opinion on something that you
haven't even tried.
Exactly.
The merit scientist.